Have you found any good? You mentioned that you found a couple creator platforms that track things in a certain way. Is there any? Has there any been from the point of view of the company, the brand, that you find to be the best or the most useful?
As in like me running the company, which platform is most useful to track like
Yeah,
influencer
because
engagement?
most of these platforms will have like the creator login versus the business log. Like there's like two sides of the platform, kind of typically.
Um, I guess the best one that I'm looking at now is Grim. So I'll
Is it?
pull up an example here. So this is someone that we're speaking with tomorrow, and Grim has this really useful little Chrome extension that just shows, yeah, the average comments, engagement, likes, and shares, and the
Uh-huh.
average views per video that they post. And then it gives them an engagement rate expressed as a percentage. And then this percentage, so if I go to Lauren, I can go back into the spreadsheet. I have Lauren here, and then this average view count that we get on Instagram and TikTok, we have a custom equation to calculate the CPMs, which is the average views across both platforms uh, with a risk mitigation factor of calculating only 70% of it rather than 100%, because we need to calculate for stronger past performance than there is current performance. And then we have a CPM calculation, which is what we are willing to pay per thousand views. And then it goes down to the negotiation of most creators want more money than you as the brand are willing to pay, especially on a mobile app, because I'm not selling $800 items or like $200 shoes or whatever it is, right?
Hmm.
I'm selling an average order value of $10. But what I realized is talking to creators, like most of them want the dollar value that they have asked for more than they want to negotiate down the workload. So then it's like if you want $1,000 for one video, what they really probably want is $1,000 monthly recurring, and the number of videos is where we might have some leniency. So anyway, we're calculating what the creator should be paid per thousand views based on what the average is and what revenue we will generate for those thousand views. And the factor that we need to figure out now is, are we right on the RPM calculation? Because if we're right, then this is profitable. And if we're wrong, then we need to adjust the equation. But anyway, to answer your question, yeah, Grim is pretty cool. Haven't found many others that are super useful on the brand side to help you find influencers. There's a lot of like management networks. I think you showed me one last time. I think it was called, I forget, like tangerine or something, grapefruit. I don't know. I think it
Passion
was a
fruit.
fruit. Passion
Passion
fruit.
fruit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks. There's a lot of
Passion
creator
fruit.
networks like that are great for the creator, but I find the brand is overpaying in most cases.
Yeah. So once you figure out the average CPM or RPM, and then you figure out what their average, like, are you just saying to the influencer, like, hey, if your video gets 100,000 views, here's what we would pay you?
It's going to be a negotiation per person. So some of them are happy to take a view performance base or like per, performance pay based on views. Others are happy to do a revenue share. I'm not too sure. We're going to figure it out as time goes on. I think most people just want a base rate. So
Hmm.
we just need to go negotiate where they get paid what they want to get paid, but we get the volume that we want. So it's a bit of give and take.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I'll probably have more updates next week as we continue to have interviews with content creators.
Yeah. That's very interesting because I've been trying to think of how to strategically do this with my own account and other people in the space. Yeah, this is interesting.
Have you ever tried like an exchange of services or kind of like the modern equivalent of a like for a like?
With another creator?
Yeah, because you already have the account that offers value to somebody else.
Hmm.
Like, what if you
I,
did two partner posts, one of them that talks about their business and then the other one that talks about your business? And that way you both benefit.
that could work. And do like collaborative posts with both. Just go
Yeah.
and flip flop it.
Yeah.
That could
And the
work.
collaborative post I love, this goes back to my ecom days, but anytime as an e-commerce brand you collaborated with an influencer or creator, it was a little known fact that you can then directly advertise to their Instagram following. Because when you do a collaborative post and you create a retargeting campaign in Meta, you can retarget their Instagram engagement. So on your account, I don't know what yours says. On my account, it says like 3,000 accounts reached in the last 30 days, like something really low. Yours is probably a lot more. So whatever that number is, I have the ability to retarget those same people if we did a collaborative post. So you and I have done collaborative posts. So if I wanted to, I could advertise to your Instagram following, probably without you knowing. Yep, you can do that to mine. It's mutual.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a sneaky one.
That is sneaky.
So that is another reason why
you charge more for ads and distribution because they're literally taking your audience.
Yep. And influencers that are tapped into a management agency are usually aware of this, or at least the management agency is. So that's why there are higher tiers if you want advertising rights, if you want a collaborative post, or if you just want to be tagged in it, how many platforms do you want it to be posted on. Whereas the micro ones, people that just enjoy making content and they're trying to figure out how to monetize it, I think you can get a little bit more out of it. So what I'm trying to do, this is just my theory, is that you can settle on a rate first, and then in the contract, you can get supplementary things like, just post the same video on Instagram that you post on TikTok, and then tag us as a collaborator. That way it shows up on our page, right? But the ulterior motive is that we have advertising rights to the content now. So I think I don't really know. There will be a few different ways to sweeten the deal on both sides.
I mean, this would be a fantastic case study any way you cut it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, I mean, just in terms of all the things that you're learning right now about current influencer marketing strategy, I mean, somehow distill that into a PDF or something that you can offer. Because
if it works, then for sure.
If it works,